Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to another Optimize Plus One. In our last couple of plus ones, we had fun looking at how to cut 15 minutes off the time it takes us to fall asleep by popping the magical meditation pill. Let's pull the meditation thread for a moment longer, shall we? Today we'll talk about Herbert Benson. He's a researcher out of Harvard who has been studying the positive effects of meditation for decades. Only he's a bit old school. So rather than call it meditation, he refers to it as eliciting the relaxation response, which is the name of one of his books. We have notes on that one and his more recent book called The Relaxation Revolution. Check those out. Now, here's how he puts it. Again, I quote, "From the collected writings of the East and the West, we have devised a simplified method of eliciting the relaxation response, and we will explain its use in your daily life. You will learn that evoking the relaxation response is extremely simple if you follow a very short set of instructions which incorporate 4 essential elements. Number 1, a quiet environment. Number 2, a mental device such as a word or phrase which should be repeated in a specific fashion over and over again. And number 3, the adoption of a passive attitude, which is perhaps the most important of the elements. And 4, a comfortable position. Your appropriate practice of these 4 elements for 10 to 20 minutes once or twice daily should markedly enhance your well-being." So here's a quick recap of the 4 components to getting our relaxation response on. Number 1, find a quiet place where we won't be distracted. Pretty straightforward, but super important. I got a pro tip. Check out the actual links that we have in the plus one. I dropped some earplugs in, Heroes, Hearos brand, when I want to get even more quiet. And if I really want to go dark on the audio side of things, I throw some earmuffs on, shooting range earmuffs. Check out the links in the plus one again. They work pure silence, which is very helpful when you work from the home office with a couple of little ones running around. Number 2, pick a mental device, such as a word or phrase that can be repeated again and again. Now, this is our anchor. Just as a sailor needs an anchor to throw overboard to make sure they don't drift in the sea, we need an anchor to make sure our minds don't drift. Now, this can be a word or phrase or even an object we gaze at. The mental device simply anchors our mind. Pick one. Number 3, adopt a passive attitude. Relaxed concentration is what we're looking for here. When your mind inevitably slips, you say, "Oh well," and simply bring it back. You do not get all up in your stuff and frustrated. Now, another way to think about it that we talk about in Meditation 101 is to simply brush your brain. You don't judge how well you're brushing your teeth. At least I hope you don't. You just brush. Well, the same with this. Just do it. Brush your brain. Number 4, find a comfy position. Newsflash, you don't need to be a levitating monk in lotus position to reap the benefits of inducing the relaxation response. Just sit in a comfy position. If that's in a chair, awesome. Keep your spine straight. If it's in something like Hero's pose, which is what I do, and I use a simple bolster under my butt, check out a link in the plus one again to a picture of that pose. Awesome. However you sit. But the pro tip here is sit with dignity. That's how John Kabat-Zinn describes it in Wherever You Go, There You Are. I love that word, dignity. It immediately elicits a straighter spine, chest up, chin down kind of thing. So rock that for 10, 15, 20, whatever minutes. Repeat daily. Experience benefits. That's today's plus one. If you're an experienced meditator, high fives and carry on. If you're just thinking about it, how about a minute today and tomorrow and the day after that?